What's going on, Kaz?
So we're just about to go into the Monsanto office and we're getting ready to... Sean and I are going to put on some industrial safety suits to express what human beings need to wear to be protected from the poisons that Monsanto play.
Okay, so we're also going to ask them about the TPP because they're corporate insiders.
Yeah, so what we know, what I know so far about the concerns of Monsanto's profound influence as a corporate advisor on the TPP is that they're going to be able to extend their patents on seeds, and they're going to be able to make sure that GMO labelling in Australia doesn't ever happen. And so it's critically important to us that the communities know what foods are GMO so that they can avoid eating them. So for me, that is the kind of most central concern.
So Shayne, we're in the reception for Monsanto.
Yeah, it's great. It's you know, they've obviously got a lot of money. A lot of Indian farmers made this possible. So with integrity. Integrity is the foundation that for all that we do includes honesty, decency, consistency and courage. I find that quite strange because some of your earlier clientele has some problems with that. Have you ever had a look at that? That's some of your earlier customers there, Adam. They're the victims of Agent Orange, which was a product.
So I think that it's not right for you to come in here and.
Well, I don't think it's right for you to spray Roundup everywhere when it disrupts people's DNA.
I appreciate your time. I appreciate your time, sir.
We're just going to bring in our biohazard. Could you just spray Roundup around on the edges, mainly on the edges?
This is trespassing.
I think the edges.
This is highly inappropriate.
It's all right. It's Roundup. It's fine. Roundup.
Monsanto is highly inappropriate. How do you sleep at night knowing that you're working for a company that wants to take over the entire food chain?
I think it's inappropriate to get personal, man.
This food market through the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which has been negotiated and written up by corporations. Do you think Monsanto has any right to write the policy for Australia's food? I don't think it's nice for you to force GMO food onto the public.
Look, you have your views. You really aren't here to listen to anything that has ever been said about our products.
That's not true. We're asking you. That's why we're here.
You've come here as a protest. You believe what you believe, and you clearly haven't listened to reason or to anything the company has said on the public record before. So there's nothing that I'm going to be able to say in this instance, in this intimidation.
When you talk about intimidation, I think we have a fairly clear record that Monsanto has engaged in mass intimidation of populations that do not want your suicide seeds and your genetic modified material. And with the TPP, you're going to try and extend your patents on all life forms. I mean, what kind of psychopathic corporation are you working for? How do you justify that?
I represent the company. And
it says that you manage the reputation of Monsanto in Australia and New Zealand, enhance acceptance of biotech through communication with stakeholders, engagement, and strategic support of business growth. We're stakeholders, we're the citizens, we're the mothers, we're the ones that have children that have to grow up in a Monsanto world.
We absolutely stand by our record of engaging with the public. I've said that we've explained this in the past. You came under here under false pretenses, and I'm sorry to say that I think that that's unacceptable. Me repeating those same answers.
Well, I was hoping that maybe you would give us a little bit of truth, as opposed to corporate spin.
The answers we have given as a company are not corporate spin, ma'am.
Like, look at your pledge, mate, all right? Where's the integrity? Where's your dialogue?
Look, please, we'll have to call building security.
That's
if
fine,
you have,
call
if you have,
building security.
if you have legitimate questions,
I have a legitimate question for
right?
you.
Then I
Can
don't think
ask
it's fair that you accost our staff here.
Can I? You're a corporate insider that is helping draft this agreement, and this agreement is going to take away the democratic rights of all the partnering nations' citizens so that you can monopolise the food chain. I think we have a right to come directly to you and question you when our own government remains silent. And you have a corporate responsibility to be accountable to us if you think you can control the food chain. So, as someone in a senior position within Australia, we're asking you, can you release the TPP text if there's nothing to hide? And can you please inform us of your intents with suicide seeds and genetically modified material in this country?
For you to expect me to answer every single question in the way that
there's only 3 questions.
The way that you have.
Do you have the other 26 chapters of the TPP? Do you have access to those? As a senior figure in Australia, do you have inside access to the other chapters that haven't been leaked by WikiLeaks and the Public Citizens Watch?
I honestly cannot comment on those,
so in other words,
those elements.
Adam, over 80% of our community does not want to eat GMO products. And if they're going to be forced on us through deals between corporations and governments, and we absolutely insist that all of those materials are labelled. The
company is well and truly on the public record in terms of explaining its rationale.
So why won't you label your GMM products in this country? Do you think it's possible that the international components of your company is manipulating a global population into economic food enslavery? Is that a possibility?
No, it's really not, because at the end of the day, if you speak with farmers, I think you'll see that they have a pretty big choice on what food they decide to plant, what seeds they plant.
What about Steve Marsh? What choice did he have? You cross-contaminated his organic crops.
That dispute is between 2 farmers, ma'am.
You know the reason that they are in dispute is because of your products.
Do you understand that the global community are highly suspicious of corporations who tell them one thing and then 10 years later they indeed find out another? Do you understand that multi-corporations lie to the global population just in a generalised culture? Everybody else knows that. The communities do understand that. So yes, we're highly suspicious of your information.
The answers we have given as a company are not corporate speak.
How you going, guys?
We're okay. We're good.
How are you? Before you to the business.
You should be arresting these guys.
Come out and have a chat about it.